Hello everybody, welcome back to Hakuoki. I forgot we were in this scene. Listen to that music going off. Oh shit. Something's about to go down. Oh no. Okay, into the dark street we ran. Alright. I discovered quickly that half a year indoors did little for my physique, and I was out of shape. Okay. After only a few blocks, I was gasping for breath. Yamazaki, who was running ahead of me, suddenly stopped and looked sharply behind us. Oh shit. No matter what happens, follow the street. Don't look back. Oh shit. I hope you don't die. Don't tell me someone's behind us. You don't need to know that. Well, it's a little obvious, bruh. Seems like Yamazaki's hunch was right. What should I tell Yamazaki? It was my job to give the message if Yamazaki got stopped for whatever reason. Do your fucking job, chick. I understand. I will get the message to them. I'm glad you said that. I'm putting it in your hands. Got it! Oh, I hope he doesn't die. I like him. He seems nice. When we'd left the compound, I'd already decided that Yamazaki deserved my utmost trust. So I didn't look back. As I stepped in the next intersection, I saw a flash of metal from the corner of my eye. You know, steel, metal, exactly the same thing. All metals are steels, definitely. So cool! Keep going, I'll catch up in a moment. Just keep running until you see a white uniform. Right! Oh, it's so cool! I kept running. I pretended I didn't hear the sounds of swords ringing against one another behind me and ran. My knees felt weak and my legs shook, but I kept going. They'd have to collapse or tear themselves to pieces before I'd stop. Oh shit. Even so, I felt so slow. I wanted to cry out, just scream at my body to go faster. Faster! Ah! Ah? Oh man, I'm sorry. A bright light suddenly cut through the darkness, and I placed my hand over my eyes from the glare. My heart stopped. It was Choshu soldiers? Oh, was it? Was it Choshu soldiers? I froze. What the hell are you doing? Hey, Braz. I very nearly began to cry with relief. Hijikata was not dressed in the usual light blue jacket, but rather a bright white uniform, to be seen in dimly lit places. Interesting. Oh, my eye's watering. Of course it is. I just put on like a ton of makeup, too. Because I hate myself. Instead, I simply collapsed as Harada reached out to grab me. But like, actually, though. Hey, are you alright? If you left the headquarters without permission, Hijikata's gonna kill you. Yeah, he gonna kill me. Don't worry, I got permission. I grabbed hold of Harada's hand and pulled my body to its feet. I wanted to tell him I had permission to leave and explain it was alright for me to be there, but I was so winded I could barely speak. Besides, I wasn't sent to Hijikata to make excuses. I took as deep of a breath as my shuddering lungs could manage before speaking. They're meeting at Ikeda. Sorry, I don't know how to do out of breath. Let me do some jumpy jacks, I'll be right back. Suddenly, Hijikata's expression changed. Then they are at Ikeda. I nodded rapidly. Are you sure? Hijikata gestured towards me. Sanan lost his arm, not his brain. The kid didn't run away. The colonel sent us this message. I'm pretty impressed you found us. I didn't think you knew Kyoto that well, kid. Yeah, Yamazaki. I finally got some of my breath back, and I did my best to tell him what had happened. What about the Aizu and the commissioner's men? Are they on their way to Ikeda? I just shook my head. Ichikata thought for a moment and spoke. Saito Harada, you take our men to Ikeda. I need to go deal with something. Harada and Saito nodded curtly, then turned to their business. Kyoto will I don't know why I can't speak today. Kyoto will be dangerous for you alone. Stay with us, or go with Hijikata. I still lacked the breath to respond properly, so I simply nodded. We both knew they couldn't leave me here, but whom should I accompany? I'm going with Hijikata. The prospect of being alone with him was rather frightening, but for a reason I still don't understand, I decided to go with Hijikata. I picked Hijikata because someone dies if I'm there, I think, at the inn. And I want to avoid death. I don't want them to die. So I'm going with Hijikata. And hopefully Hijikata doesn't die, because I'm a death machine. Or, well, what's her name? Chi something? She's a death machine. I have to blow my nose. I don't want to interrupt my recording, though, because I'm totally not going to make you listen to me blow my damn nose. We were quiet for a while. I felt like I should say something, but I wasn't sure what. Instead, I kept quiet. After a moment, he glanced down at me. He's smiling. Oh shit! I want to get that booty. Good job with that message. It might have given us the advantage we need. I never thought Hijikata of all people would praise me for anything. My heart fluttered momentarily in my chest. But what did he mean by an advantage? If the battle at Ikeda Inn had begun, it didn't seem like we had much of an advantage at all. Water! We stepped from the alley into the central avenue. Hijikata? Why are we out here on the street? What kind of man tries to hide all the time? I blinked, not sure what to make of that. Oh, Yamazaki! Oh boy, it's so good to see you! You wanna know what this? I kinda wanna play Naruto. I think we have Naruto. No, we don't. We had Naruto when we had an Xbox 360, but we got rid of it. We got the PS4 years ago. Sad face. Yamazaki appeared beside us without making a sound. Yamazaki, you're safe. He didn't seem to have been hurt at all, thank goodness. Yamazaki's eyes slid to me for a moment, then back to Hijikata. You're aware of the situation at Ikeda, I assume? Yeah, I just ran all the way over here and then didn't tell them. Colonel Sanan ordered me to notify the Aizu and the Judiciary Commissioner, but... He looks so cool dressed all in black. I don't know if you guys have noticed this about me, because I don't use the webcam for this series, but I like the color black. I do, in fact, yes, like the color black very much. Yeah, I'll have new orders for you in a few minutes. Stick close for now. Understood. Your commander needs to have a word with a bunch of useless bastards. Deep in his cold eyes, I saw a spark of anger. What about deep in his face do you have to look to see the anger? Like, how does his face look more cold than angry? Just wondering, but okay. They appeared as the words came out of his mouth. Lines of government soldiers marching toward us. There were hundreds of them, marching across the entire width of the street several rows deep. Now I understood why Hijikata took us out into the street. We would never have seen the government force as we shimmied through the back alleys. There was something about their march, so slow and unconcerned, that lit fires of anger in my eyes. The rest of the men are still fighting in the inn. The Shinsengumi had a few soldiers able to fight, but they were risking their lives for Kyoto. Didn't these men have the same responsibility? Why weren't they rushing to help us at the inn? Perhaps my anger was more obvious than I realized, because Hijikata gave a snort of laughter. I like Hijikata. He's a no-shit-taking kind of guy. Don't worry, I'll make sure they don't screw us. He stepped forward into the very middle of the street, directly in front of the advancing soldiers. All he did was move a few feet and turn to face them, but he held such authority in his movements. He could have easily been at the head of an army. The Shinsengumi are currently conducting an official investigation of the Ikeda Inn. You will not interfere. You will not enter the Ikeda Inn. Even I could see the government men were going to protest Hijikata's proclaims when Yamazaki leaned over to whisper in my ear. If we let these men into the inn, then they'll take credit for subduing the Choshu threat. What? How could they? After all the Shinsengumi had done, it just didn't seem fair. But it's the men of the Shinsengumi who are risking their lives. Then you see how little respect they have for the Shinsengumi. The commander is single-handedly protecting the Shinsengumi right now. If we allow them to step into the Ikeda Inn, they will spread tales of their false heroism. All that we may do here tonight will be in vain if we allow them to front the raid. That is why the commander is trying to prevent the Aizu domain from intruding. Yamazaki held Hijikata in such high regard. So when Hijikata said we had an advantage, this is what he was referring to. But we must. You really think you could fit all these men in there? The best you'll be able to do is surround it. Unless you want to send them in there to die. There's a fight going on. If you value the lives of your men, I suggest you stay put. Sorry. I love how he says like, but the text says, "Urgh." It sounds like he's hungry. It's like his belly's grumbling. Urgh. Hijikata's tone, as much as his words, left no room for argument. Until the battle ended, he stood his ground, and not a single man challenged him. Nice. Oh, cool. Finally, the sun rose from the black sky. The raid itself had lasted only 2 hours, but for me at least, it felt like far longer. There had been 20 Imperial nationalists at the Ikeda Inn. The Shinsengumi had killed 7 Ronin and injured 4 more. I learned later that with the help of the Aizu domain and the Kyoto Judiciary Commissioner, they arrested 23 people. The owner of the Ikeda Inn had also been arrested for trying to help the Choshu rebels escape. The Shinsengumi had won an incredible victory, fighting against superior numbers in enemy territory, but they had paid dearly for it. Okita had taken a blow to the chest and lost consciousness. Oh no! Heisuke had been cut on the forehead and the bleeding refused to stop. Yeah, it was a fucking head wound. Those shits bleed like a motherfucker. Heisuke. Which one's Heisuke again? Oh, that's the little one, I think. Nagakura had injured his left hand. One of the Shinsengumi soldiers lost his life at the inn's rear entrance, and 2 others were severely injured there as well. It didn't seem likely that they would survive. The Kyoto Military and Judiciary Commissioners also fought the Choshu Ronin. Kyoto Military Commissioner, the person holding the office, was tasked with keeping the peace in the city of Kyoto. It was occupied at one point by Katamori Matsudaira? Nope, not, whatever, fuck it. Of the Aizu domain, okay. With their successful resolution of the Battle of Ikeda Inn, the Shinsengumi had, at last, made a name for themselves. Battle of Ikeda Inn, an incident where Shinsengumi troops raided the Ikeda Inn to halt a plot to kidnap the emperor and burn the city of Kyoto. It looked as though the peace in Kyoto had been protected. Never could I have imagined what the ultimate result of their victory would be. I wonder how long this game is, because I have no idea. I know I played like 3 or 4 hours on a plane one time. But I've not played more than that. Okay, so it doesn't seem any of the main boys died. Which is good. Because, if I went, I'm pretty sure it was who died. Now that it's over, I can tell you that. It was real bad. Like he definitely died. Not like got a wound kind of situation. Okay, maybe it was still spoilers. I'll cut all that out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No more spoilers. I'll cut out the spoilers. Weeks passed since the Battle of the Ikeda Inn. In the meantime, the Shinsengumi grew stricter during their rounds to arrest the numerous outlaw Ronin that escaped from the Ikeda Inn. Rumors surfaced of extremists who were plotting to exact revenge on the Shinsengumi. Additionally, there were also problems occurring with warriors spanning from other domains, making things tense around the headquarters. Things were finally settling down. As a result of my efforts during the battle, they grew more encouraging of my involvement. The Shinsengumi allowed me to sweep the area in front of the headquarters on my own. One day I was cleaning the courtyard with a broom when I heard gentle footsteps approaching me. Excuse me, but is this the Shinsengumi headquarters? Oh, yes! The voice came from behind me, so I was caught off guard when answering. The other day, excuse me girl, it's been at least a month. Didn't I meet you the other day? Interesting. I don't remember this. Actually, I think probably what happened was the person that died at the Ikeda Inn died, and then I got sad and rage quit. I think that's what happened, so I don't remember this. So this is probably all new for me. Yay! Hello. It's been a while since the tea shop. I met him on the first day I was allowed to leave the Shinsengumi compound. This was the mysterious samurai that helped me while I awaited Hijikata's return at the tea shop. Why, yes! I appreciate your help the other day. No problem. I mean, as I told you then, the pleasure was all mine.
それより元気そうで何よりです。
In any case, I'm glad to see that you seem to be doing well, Chizuru. Now that I remember it, this man called me by my name when I encountered him, but I never learned his name. I remembered Hijikata scolding me for not knowing his name, so I brought up the question. I'm so sorry for never asking your name despite you saving me. Is it alright if I get your name? His eyes twinkled kindly before he spoke, and I sensed a faint melancholy in his voice.
僕は伊庭八郎です。
I am Hachiro Iba. Ah, Hachiro Iba. What a pretty name. I'll have to tell Hijikata later. So, how may I help you today, Iba?
ええ、実は
Oh, well... Ah! Excuse me, get the fuck out of here. Iba kept stealing a glance towards the base. I assumed his business was with the Shinsengumi. When I first met him, Iba defended a tea shopkeeper from Takeda. In this encounter, Takeda proudly declared himself as the warrior of the Shinsengumi. I slightly suspected Iba intended to visit and inform the leaders about the incident. Hijikata showed up suddenly, as if he telepathically knew I was speaking to someone. Oh, Hijikata, this man is... Before I could finish my sentence, the man ran towards Hijikata.
あ、やっぱりトシさん、八郎です。お久しぶりです。
Huh. He seems so excited. Aww, he's like a Labrador. Aww. I don't know if you've had a Labrador before, but I've known several, and they are very loyal, although loving. They'll love anyone, but as soon as you fuck with somebody, they're not on your side anymore. Oh, I knew it! Toshi! It's me, Hachiro. Long time no see.
おめえは八郎か。なんだってこんなところにいるんだ。
Wait, Hachiro? What the hell are you doing here? When Hijikata realized who it was, his eyes grew wide.
驚きました。幕命で教視察に来てるんです。
Hehe. Hehe. Are you surprised? I visited Kyoto, shogunate orders. Orders given from the shogunate. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess I should have realized that there was no deeper meaning.
それより新選組って本当にトシさんたちのことだったんですね。
Forget about me. Man, so it really was you connected to the Shinsengumi.
この目で見るまでは信じられなかったけど。
I couldn't believe it until I made sure for
お
myself.
めでとうございます。本当に侍になれたんですね。
Congratulations. You really did become a samurai.
おい、冷やかすなよ。まだ扱いは浪人と同じなんだからよ。
Ah, come on. Don't mock me. I mean, we're treated no better than any other Ronin.
でも侍になりたいって夢が叶ったじゃないですか。
That's cute. He had a dream of becoming a samurai. That's like having a dream of becoming a firefighter and then doing it and be like, yeah, I'm a firefighter. I fight fires. I save people. Sweet. It's just that, you know what I mean? Like a lot of kids are like, yeah, I want to be a firefighter. And then they wind up doing something else when they get older and realize they don't want to be a firefighter. Yes, but your dream of becoming a samurai came true. Look at the look on his face. Hijikata's. He's just so like, this guy. Oh, he got mad. Hey, I said don't mock me.
いいえ、江戸じゃ泣く子も黙る新選組と言ったらとても有名なんですよ。
Ah, come on now. The Shinsengumi are famous in Edo. You're so feared that even crying children go hush.
それに池田屋の話も聞いています。皆さんとてもご活躍だったみたいですね。
I heard about your victory at the Ikeda Inn. It would seem you lot are flourishing.
ま、ぼちぼちってところか。
Ah, he got embarrassed. Look at that look on his face. Oh, he cute. Well, we're working on it. How very unlike himself. Hijikata seemed to be flustered and his cheeks were rosy. The report suggests they've known each other for some time. Were they good friends? I still needed to tell Hijikata that Iba was the samurai who came to my aid at the tea shop. Once I verified their conversation had come to a halt, I mustered the courage to speak to Hijikata. Hijikata? This was the young gentleman who helped me from Takeda the other day at the tea house. Hijikata furrowed his eyebrows.
そうだったのか。こいつが迷惑をかけたっていうから余計なもんを見せちまったようだ。
Oh, I see. Sorry for her causing trouble. Well, rather, I guess you saw something you shouldn't have seen.
たまたま通りがかっただけです。それに私事中でしたからどこにも報告はしていません。
I just happened to pass by. Besides, I was there for personal reasons, so I didn't report it to anyone.
そいつはすまね
Oh, well, thanks for that.
え。まあ立ち話もなんだ。中に入ってくれ。
Hey, we don't need to have this conversation out in the sun. Why don't you come inside? Hijikata looked uncomfortable, offering anyone any sort of kindness, but he looked at Ippo warmly. No, that's a lie! I must have seen this part, because... Yeah, I'm remembering something that happened further on. Maybe I was really sleepy while playing it. I remember on that trip I took, I played the game on the plane there, then when I got there I was very sick. So maybe I was trying to play it while I was sick. So my memory just goes in and out. Did I already read that? I'm sorry. Hijikata looked uncomfortable, offering anyone any sort of kindness, but he looked at Iba warmly. I'm pretty sure I read that. At least in my head I did. I took tea to the two in the hall. Hijikata told me to remain there, so I decided to listen in.
今日に来たのは幕命って言っていたな。何の仕事で来たの？
Sorry, it's relatively early. I mean, I've been up for a while, but it's not noon yet, so I can say that. So you claimed you came to Kyoto with shogunate orders. What are you here for?
今は奥詰め役を務めています。
I'm currently an okuzume. What's that? An organization intent on protecting the shogunate. It is comprised of talented swords. Sorry, I got distracted wondering if I've been pronouncing shogunate correctly. I've been pronouncing it like I've heard it in America, but not like if it was a Japanese word, but I am not certain it's a Japanese word. Like we call Japan Japan, but Japan does not call itself Japan. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sorry, my brain went on a whole tangent. It's comprised of talented swordsmen from shogunate and lower ranking vassals. Okay. And okuzume. I listened intently, but subtly, since I was unfamiliar with the contents of their conversation.
幕府直参の旗本で、奥詰めっていうのは将軍の身辺を守る奴らのことだ。
He's a Hatamoto of the shogunate. He's entrusted with protecting the shogun and his guests and friends who surround him. High-ranking vassals of the Tokugawa who serve the shogun directly. Oh wow, I'm honored to meet such a man.
いえいえ、そんなことありません。父の仕事の縁でたまたまなんです。
He looks so uncomfortable. Oh please, I'm nothing special. This was a job acquired from connections with my father. But what would bring a man of his stature here, Hijikata? This meant Iba was someone who worked directly with the shogun. What an honor. It made no sense why he would interact with the Shinsengumi or why he had business with us.
お前の考えてることはわかるぜ。なんで俺と知り合いかってことだ。
Yawn. Oh, I see what you're thinking. You're thinking, why would he know a guy like me, huh? I did my best to nod without offending him.
こいつはな、旗本であると同時に江戸じゃ4本指に入る道場の一つ、新行頭流伊庭道場の跡取り息子だ。
Well, he doesn't look offended, so. You see, not only is this gentleman a Hanamoto, but he's heir to the Shingyoto Ryu Aiba Dojo, which is one of the top dojos in Edo.
その伊庭道場と俺たちがいた道場とはそこそこ交流があってな。その縁だ。
The Iba dojo and my dojo socialize often, so this is how we came to know each other.
そうなんです。
Yes, that's right.
だからトシさんたちがいる今日に来ることになってとても楽しみにしていたんです。
When I got word that I would be coming to Kyoto, I was excited because I knew I would get to see Toshi. Ah! Ida's eyes shined with adoration, but Hijikata scolded. Isn't there a type of goat, maybe? Isn't there an animal called an Iba? Or was it Ibu? It's cute and it's goat-esque. Like a goat deer or something? No, that's an ibex. Okay, I see. That's what I was thinking of, I think. Sorry, weird. Weird tangent. Also, maybe I should just end the episode here. It's kind of a weird stopping point, but also, I don't know how long this conversation is going to go on for. So, that's the end of it for me. Thank you all for coming on, playing with me. I had a ton of fun, and I'll see you all next time. I'm sorry about the ibex!